Hello and welcome back to WanderLust Travellers. This is me Radhika and I recently gave IELTS exam and scored 7.5 bands in it without coaching. So many of my friends, juniors keep asking me about the exams format, some basic questions like how to book the test, why do results get delayed and things like that. So in this video, I'll be telling you everything you need to know about the IELTS exam. So let's get started. IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. It is a test for non-native English speakers or for those who don't have English as their first language. For example, my first language is Hindi and second language is English. So if I want to study abroad and if the university requires, then I will have to give the IELTS test. IELTS is accepted by most Australian, Canadian, British, New Zealand institutions. It is also accepted by many institutions of the United States. Still, students must check the university requirements which are mentioned on the university websites. Now, let's see how to book the IELTS test. Basically, there are two ways to book the test, online and offline. In the online way, you can directly go to the website, choose the date and make the payment and you can book the test, but you will get the material after few days through courier. But in the offline way, you can directly go to their desk, choose the test date, make the payment and you will immediately get the test material. You will get a book like this for the preparation of the exam. There are two modules in IELTS exam, general and academic. If you are going to abroad to start a new life or to work there, then you need to go for general module. But if you are going to abroad to pursue your bachelor's, master's, basically to study there, then you need to go for academic module. It will be asked in the IELTS exam form to choose the module. IELTS checks your English proficiency based on 4 skills: listening, speaking, reading and writing. Now let's talk about IELTS exam format. Let's start with listening. It is same for both general module and for academic module. You will be given a set of headphones and the recordings will be played. So based on those recordings, you need to answer the questions. You will be given 30 minutes to answer the questions and 10 minutes to transfer the answer to the main sheet. So there will be a monologue, a dialogue and conversation between 4 to 5 people and recordings like that. So there will be 40 questions in total. Now let's talk about speaking test. Speaking test is also same for general module and for academic module. There are 3 sections in speaking test. In the first section, the examiner will ask you some basic questions about yourself, your school, your college, the weather, etc. etc. In the second section, you will be given a card on which a topic will be written. So you will be given a minute to think about the topic and then you have to speak on that topic. In section 3, questions related to that topic will be asked to you. So this test will last for around 11 to 14 minutes. Now comes the writing part. Writing is different for general and academic module. So let's talk about academic writing. You will be given 1 hour and there will be 2 tasks. In task 1, you will be given a graph, a pie chart, etc. and you will need to describe it in at least 150 words. If you write less than 150 words, then you will be penalized. You can write approximately 150 to 170 words or even more if you have more time. In task 2, you will be given an essay and you will need to write at least 250 words. You can write 250 to 280 words and even more if the time permits. Remember, task 2 has twice the marks as task 1. So it is said to devote 20 minutes to task 1 and 40 minutes to task 2. In general writing, you will be given 1 hour and there will be 2 tasks. In task 1, you will need to write a letter in 150 to 170 words or even more if you have more time. In task 2, you will need to write an essay in 250 words. You can write 250 to 280 words if you have time. In this also, task 2 has twice the marks as task 1. So devote 20 minutes to task 1 and 40 minutes to task 2. Now let's talk about reading. Reading is also different for general and academic module. In both the modules, you will be given 1 hour and 3 passages. In total, there will be 40 questions. But the source of passages in academic module will be journals, books, magazines, etc. But the source of passages in general reading will be social issues or some general topics. General reading is easier compared to academic reading. So if you are appearing for general module, then you need to score more marks in reading. So this was the format of IELTS exam. So now let's talk about some basic questions. So one of the most asked questions is that why do results get delayed? Basically, you get your results 14 days after giving the IELTS test. But my result got delayed. It is because they do a quality check. Usually it is said when you get above 7 bands or whenever there is a gap of 2 to 3 bands, they do a quality check. For example, if you score 5 bands in speaking and 8 bands in reading, they do a quality check because this is a little unrealistic. So no need to worry if your results get delayed. It is said that students whose results get delayed score above 7 bands. So no need to worry. And if you have some more questions or queries regarding IELTS exam, then drop them in the comment section down below. I would love to answer them. And I will be soon coming up with a video on how did I score 7.5 bands in 15 days without coaching. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and don't forget to hit subscribe and like this video, share this video. This is me, Radhika, signing off now. Bye.